Okay, so when my nice new solar panels arrived and opened up the box, of course, there's this, each panel was covered and the panels were separated by a nice cushiony, dense foam, closed cell foam panels as well, the same size as each solar panel, of course. And I was thinking, you know, how am I going to protect these solar panels that are going to be riding on top of my van for however long the van lasts? So I thought about maybe I could use these closed, dense foam cell panels, cushiony panels, put those in tarps and form covers that would cover two panels at a time, because as is obvious in the frame, I have two panels adjacent on the rear upper deck, and then I have two panels adjacent on the front lower deck in the frame. So I was thinking, okay, I can design it so that these panels could be basically wrapped up in a tarp, hopefully find a glue that would adhere to the dense foam and the plastic of the tarp, and make it so that the panel can be folded in half and then stored underneath the front panels frame, which has just enough space. I was thinking maybe I could get these panel covers stored there, and that did work out. In any case, my original plan was thinking I could have these panel covers covering my solar panels while traveling. You know, who knows if I'm going to drive into a distant thunderstorm, a hailstorm, hailstones, whatever, or but I decided no. Even using heavy duty Velcro and all the different factors involved, going anywhere from 55 to 70, 75 miles an hour, depending on the speed limits. And in fact, in Nebraska, I discovered later, Nebraska and Wyoming, you're looking at speed limits of 85 miles an hour. I'm like, woo. Anyway, so there's no way I could possibly keep these covers secured snugly enough on the wide flat surface of the solar panels at those speeds. So no, not while I'm traveling. If I do happen to drive into or see a threat of a thunderstorm and hailstones, I got to pull off the road. And if I have no bridge to pull under, I'll pull off the road and cover the panels with their covers. In any case, the other reason for the panel covers is, again, being in a campground, and if I have no choice but to be in a campground that's mostly trees, and I know how tree branches, even small branches, tend to age and fall, then I would cover the panels at night just to protect them from falling branches or whatever. But I want a dual function, so that's what I did. I designed them so that they could attach to the side and rear of the van, so I could have an awning at the side entrance and an awning cover at the rear. So that's make an awning. You know, not bad. Come out the side door, have a seat, stay out of the rain. I'll probably have to, on the side entrance, I'm gonna have to probably add a tarp, a small tarp piece that I can Velcro, you know, when I arrive, just to keep rain from coming in there. The back should be okay as is, I think, because it's attached to the rack and there's enough overlap there on the roof. So when I lift it up, it should, well, let's put it up on the ladder and see. I mean, the ladder's not, like I said, my poles are going to be about 7 feet. But that way I'll have an awning for the front, an awning in the back, because that's where I'll be. If I'm way out in the middle of nowhere, I'll be showering, you know, as well as working out. My morning workout routine will be under this shelter in the back. So anyway, you get the idea. My tent poles in the back will be taller, taller than that ladder. So it should be more of an elevated awning in the back, more leveled out, as well as the side one. All right, getting there.